Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. A Bullard, Texas woman is in Hopkins County Jail held on a $100,000 bond following a traffic stop by Hopkins County Sheriff's deputies. This occurred Thursday evening. The woman was wanted on a Tyler County warrant for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, more than 1 gram but less than 4 grams, and was found to have less than 1 gram of a controlled substance in her possession. The bond was set by the Smith County warrant. Alicia Jean Parker, age 38, was a passenger in an 03 Ford Focus when the driver and passenger denied consent to search the vehicle stopped at Brookshire's in Sulphur Springs. Parker showed signs of bruxism, which is consistent with methamphetamine use. A canine unit was contacted. A free air search caused the canine to alert on the vehicle. Various drug paraphernalia, including used syringes, a cut pen to ingest narcotics, a small amount of marijuana, and methamphetamine were found in the auto. The methamphetamine was found in a glass bowl in Parker's bag. Parker claimed ownership of all the narcotics. Holly and Tanner Reagan, co-chairs of the Lights of Life campaign and gala, announced the gala theme, project, and goal during their first meeting of over 35 members of the 2018 campaign committee. The theme for the year, What's Raised in Hopkins County Stays in Hopkins County, a Vegas theme. 4 years ago, Holly committed to serve on the Lights of Life committee by hosting the community's first half marathon. That same year, a few months following the marathon, the funds raised went to purchase the hospital's first telemedicine cart, which saved her best friend's life. She's also now dedicated to bringing telemedicine to rural communities. This year, the Foundation's Board of Directors will seek to purchase a Holgic three-dimensional mammography system with a firm biopsy needle. Along with the equipment, the hospital has committed to design a peaceful and relaxing mammography suite so that every patient that enters will feel comfortable and welcomed into the spa-like environment. Approximately 1 in 8 United States women will develop invasive cancer over the course of her lifetime, with an estimated 40,920 women expected to die in 2018 from breast cancer. By having this equipment at Christus Mother Frances Hospital in Sulphur Springs, not only would patients be able to schedule their mammography in their hometown, if they receive a breast cancer diagnosis, the radiologist will be able to do the biopsy on site instead of having to wait several weeks to return for another appointment. Along with the gala this year, there will be a style show hosted by Lunel's, the quarter auction, the Fly Your Flag campaign, and the Lights of Life Christmas tree lighting event at the Gardens at Christus. There are a couple of other events that are also planned. The goal for the foundation is $500,000, and of that amount, the gala plans to provide $380,000. Hopkins County Commissioners Court will meet Monday at 9 a.m. in the courthouse first floor courtroom to approve a listing agreement for the county annex building located at 110 Main Street and to declare an emergency under local government code that will amend the budget for road and bridge. A number of other items are also on the agenda. A work session will follow Monday as well. Sulphur Springs Independent School District Board will meet Monday 11 a.m. at the Administration Building Boardroom in a special meeting. They will discuss approval of a possible new teacher pay scale and possibly a new teacher's aide pay scale. They'll also consider personnel changes.
A couple of guys in a boat on Lake Fork. They discover a man in the water and make the rescue. Let's meet our heroes, Don Overstreet and Jack White.
So what do y'all do on Thursdays?
Don, you want to answer
Tell me about it.
We fish a little tournament down at Lake Fork every Thursday. So it's not much money in it, but there's a lot of fun in it.
It's called Lake Fork Anglers.
Anglers of Lake Fork.
Okay. And if you don't have to work 9 to 5 weekdays, you can be in it?
Sure. You don't have to be old like us.
Okay.
Yeah, I think our age is from about 40 to 89.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one of them that's nearly 90 years old and fishes.
Okay. Well, so somewhere in this story, I know y'all are running a trot line, but that's not all that there is, all the types of fishing you do.
No, we don't run trot lines.
Okay.
The guy that we rescued was running
Okay.
the trot line.
Okay.
And the waves capsized his boat and got him in the water, and that's when we come into play.
So you were doing your fishing tournament, and you were heading in. You'd already caught.
We were just moving from one spot to the other. And we was moving pretty fast down the lake, and that's when he seen a orange object.
Okay. So you were driving, Don, and Jack, you were just kind of scanning the horizon.
Yeah, I was just scanning from right to left. You know, Don's concentrating on going down the lake, and I seen this orange object, and I said, that's not a fish marker or something. It's kind of strange, and it bobbled. I said, Donna, slow her down. We got something over here on the left, and we ran around, and I seen his hand wave at us to motion us over, and that's when we knew he was in trouble.
You say the waves were kind of high.
Yeah, they were very high. So
It's just a wonder that you saw this individual, so you slowed down and went straight for that orange object?
I'm kind of a watcher anyway, and we went right to it. Several boats already went past him, and that's when we knew. And then we got to him, and we knew that he was in trouble, and we got the boat shut down, went by him, and got him in the boat.
I think his first words, I'm sure proud to see you guys.
This man had been in the water for a while.
We didn't even see his boat when we picked him up. We seen it afterwards. He was probably a quarter of a mile from his boat treading water. We didn't even know where his boat was.
And this was not even a real life jacket that was orange.
No, it was just a kid life jacket. And he didn't have it on, he just had his arm through it. So he probably wouldn't have lasted very much longer.
So you got him in the boat, and he could talk. He was okay in a sense.
Yeah, I think Don covered him up with a coat or something and offered him some food, and he said no. And then we started talking to him, and we talked to him all the way back to which it took us 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We idled to his boat dock. But we talked to him quite a bit. He talked about his catching fish for the Point Volunteer Fire Department, and we sure his grandkids won't be disappointed like they would have if we hadn't come by. So, you know, I think Chuck Roy said, he'd been passing through the pearly gates. So, but we took him, and he told us the story about not even thinking about going out there without a life jacket. And he turned around, and this grandson's life jacket was hanging on the boathouse there, and he got it. And that's what saved his life. Or he'd have been gone without it.
Sure.
So he lost everything. He said billfolds, fishing equipment when that boat went over.
Yeah.
So
you got him to his boat dock, and then what happened?
I think he offered us, he wanted us to wait there and go up on the hill. His house was 150 yards. He said no, but that's the last, and he was waving at us, walking up his little hill. We turned around and went fishing.
Yeah, he offered money, but we would not take no money.
Yeah.
And who was he?
We don't know. I don't even know if we'd recognize him.
I doubt it.
We were just a man in distress, and we picked him up. And that's what we do.
I'm so glad we can laugh about this.
Well, it was, you know. And say we changed his life. He changed our life to an extent, because first thing I did, went to the bass club and told everybody in the bass club about the safeties and wear your life jacket, watch. And it just went all over East Texas. I've been interviewed by Luke Clayton, Chuck Roy, the Masonic Lodge, and so we just, you know, like now we're over here, so I think that was a good thing.
Don, if there's one thing that you could tell out of this, you know, that's an enduring message, what would that be?
Well, I would say if you're going to go fishing, be sure you have a life jacket on.
Yeah.
Because you don't drown with life jackets on. And he didn't have his on, but he had one enough to save him. And we was really, really proud to save his life.
Yeah. What about you?
It's the same way. Like I say, I've got a grandson that's assistant fire chief in Wiley, which is on the banks of Ray Hubbard, and said they've never recovered a body from Lake Levon with a life jacket on. So, they preach that if you're on that big water or any place in a boat, just get a life jacket or have it close to you.
Yeah.
So that's what I told Luke Clayton. He emphasized that if that could just cause people to be conscious of what they're doing out there, because you can get in trouble so quick, so fast.
Luke Clayton is a well-known fisherman. He's got articles and programs and likes our Lake Fork and Yantis.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I interviewed him. I did a radio interview for about 10 or 15 minutes, and he's going to air it in this area July the 11th. But we talked about safety. And he's a hunter, too. I'm not a hunter, but you just got to be conscious of what's going on, because anything can happen so quickly. And
watching. If you hadn't just been a watcher, like you said, and look for somebody or something different or unusual.
Yeah, it'd be real easy to.
We'd have passed him by.
Yeah.
It was nothing, not even big as a gallon milk carton out there.
But it was orange.
It was orange.
Yeah.
That's
so
what
that's
caught
important.
his eye.
So, Jack White, you received a Golden Trowel Award. Tell me about that briefly.
Well, it's probably one of the highest awards. It is the highest awards that the Masonic Lodge gives out, not only for this or just community service for your lodge and your community. So they gave it to me last Monday night, and this had a little bit to do with it, but I've helped the lodge. I've put flooring in their kitchen area and been a member of the Masonic Lodge for going on 50 years. I've been a master of the Yannis Lodge 3 years ago, and so that's the Masonic end of it, but I got that award, and it was presented to me Monday night, and it'll be in the Chuck Roy's little paper again. So Don and I made the front pages last time.
Yeah, your story, the Community Chronicle. I saw your front page story.
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
Well, congratulations to you on that. And you have an award or reward, Don. What was it?
I believe it'd be a reward. Yeah, I won a boat in the Legend Tournament, so it was really a good thing.
Was that just last weekend?
No, it was about 2 weekends ago.
So what kind of a boat?
It was a Triton boat. It was a good boat. I won't keep it. I'm going to have it for sale, but it's a real good boat. And but I have a better boat.
Do you have plans for your next tournament besides the Thursday tournament?
Thursday will be our next tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Are there big ones coming up on Lake Fork?
Berkeley tournament is coming up. Mm-hmm. So we fish Winsboro Club too, so it's coming up on Bob's Sandlin. So.
And you have raised your grandchildren to love fishing.
Oh yeah, I got one, Hayden Sickles. He is, he's my pride and joy.
It's good to pass that skill on, that love for safety too, and realizing that it's something to treat with respect, the body of water.
Is.
Well, you guys, I'm not going to try to keep you from fishing. I don't know if you've got that planned for today or maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go home and rest. I've got 2 parties to go to. One is our little fishing party.
Yeah.
And then the other is our community there at Hickory Shores, where we're going to elect a president. So I got a full day coming.
Okay. Well, you're not fully retired, but ain't retired life wonderful? You get to do the things that you wanted to do.
It's great.
Yeah.
I certainly enjoy it. It's a 50-50 with me, but most of my business is done off the phone anyway, so I'm having a ball.
Well, I got to say thank you for what you did, this one thing that's so obvious to everyone that hears the story. There's many things that we do, all of us, that have an effect on other people's lives and benefit them in some way that we may never really know the end of the story, but it's gratifying when you do know the end of a story like this one, this rescue on Lake Fork. Mm-hmm. So you'll be part of the legend of Lake Fork now forevermore.
Seems that way.
I thank both of you for taking time to come in. And is there something coming up that you want to, or anything you want to mention before we go? We got about a minute or two. Not so much.
Not so much.
Do you miss your days at the body shop?
Oh, I miss them, but it's a good miss.
Okay.
I love fishing. So, but we have a good time out on the lake, and I had a lot of years in the body shop business, so it was a good town to have one in.
I think Yantis is a pretty good town and pretty good community around the lake.
I love it. We reread the 100-year minutes that went on in Yantis, and it's interesting what happened 100 years ago. We read them every stated meeting, and I listen to those things of people riding the lodge on their horseback, and we're setting the lodge up by the light of the moon, and all those people. There's a guy named Wendell Johnson that's in Yantis. He's fifth generation, and his grandfathers and great-grandfathers come up, and his little tear come to his eye. So it's a good thing. I've really enjoyed it. It's my second home.
Well, one little thing that I know is that the Yantis Lodge was really started at Riley Springs.
That's true.
More and more, as you pay attention, you find out a lot of things started from Riley Springs right here in Hopkins County.
That comes up quite often.
It's still a pretty good community, too.
It sure is.
Thank you both for coming in and spending some time with us this morning here at KSST.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Boys and girls soccer camp for those in kindergarten through 9th grade next fall begins with sign up at 5:30 p.m. Monday in the all-purpose building at the high school. Cost for soccer camp is $55. The soccer camp will be each evening, 6 until 8 p.m. High school coaches will lead the camp. Volleyball camp for those entering 4th through 7th grade is 9 a.m. until noon Monday through Wednesday at the Silver Springs Middle School, and those entering grades 8 and 9 will camp from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. at the middle school as well. Again, Silver Springs High School coaches will lead that camp as well. Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.